Well, having found his hoofer-doofer down the back of the sofa, Noel's back now on BBC One for a new series of Telly Addicts.
Tonight, the tall, the dark, and the handsome. Our special guest, Penelope Keith and Roy Castle. And here are the Neils as the stars of Dynasty, featuring the glamorous Carringtons, a family driven apart by greed, jealousy, and 24-inch shoulder pads. And they're up against the Robsons, whose TV favourite is Harry Enfield, and they particularly like his habit of sending up old Radio 1 DJs. Well, that's their chances up the spout for a start. Not off. Welcome to Telly Addicts! Welcome, a very, very warm welcome to the 9th series of Telly Addicts. 9 years, can you believe it? 9 years ago. I was 23 when I first introduced this show. And here we've got the Neils. The Neils kicking off this series, and this is Beth. Hello, Beth. Says her worst fault is talking too much.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Are you good at the telly?
Well, so-so.
Going to put it to the test straight away. Watch.
Perkins?
Sir.
I want you to lay down your life.
Yes, sir.
We need a futile gesture at this stage. It'll raise the whole tone of the war. Get up in a crate, Perkins.
Sir.
Hop over to Bremen.
Yes, sir.
Take a shufty.
Sir.
Don't come back.
Right, right.
Who was the chap with Peter Cook? 2 on your own. 1 if you want to pass it along.
I think we'll confer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, I thought it was just for carrots.
Just for carrots? What? No ideas?
No.
Nothing at all?
Pass on that.
No, anybody?
Yeah, we know.
Well, then who is it?
Jonathan Miller!
Yes, and there's no extra points. But we do have a round coming up where there are some extra points. So we come on to Ralph, whose nickname is Wolf, because kids at school couldn't say Ralph. You were at school with Jonathan Ross? Now, Ralph, we have a spot of drama on the high seas.
Roderick's boat slid down to the water. It was then that Hammy noticed that something was wrong. A rope had caught around the outboard motor. Stop! 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 But it was too late.
Titanic there. So could you please say who was telling the tales of the riverbank?
Oh, what's his name?
2 on your own, 1 if offered.
I think I'll confer on that one.
Yeah, conferring.
I couldn't remember his name. Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris, quite right. Words by Danny LeShrew. Music by Vol Doonican.
I knew he was. I couldn't remember his name.
This is Ellie, who said on her application form that she would like a bigger chest.
You had to pick that one.
Yeah, well, I assume that you must have a lot of blankets. Oh, watch this.
Morning, Miss Armitage.
Good morning, Mr. Arms.
Anything for me this morning?
No, nothing at the moment, Mr. Armstrong.
Oh, well, in that case, I think I'll just dive out and have a coffee.
Right.
So, who's the wide-eyed comic, Ellie?
Oh.
Oh, dear, I'm too young, she says.
Can I confer?
Of course.
Right.
Don't look at me, I haven't a clue.
It's somebody like Marty. I'm
Yeah,
sure it is.
No?
No.
No? Anybody out here? Marty Feldman. Yes, Marty Feldman. And so it brings us to Daphne, who was very embarrassed once to read in her magazine that she was the first girl that Chris Tarrant ever kissed. Have a look at this. I think this is going to be right up your street.
Brush up your Shakespeare. Start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. Just declaim a few lines from Othello, and they'll think you're a hell of a fellow. If your blonde won't respond when you flatter her, tell her what Tony told Cleopatra. If she fights when her clothes you were mussing, what her clothes might you do about nothing? Brush up your Shakespeare, and that old kowtow.
Please ask me who the little one was.
Who was the little one?
Bill Owens?
Yes, now, well done, but it's not the question. I said, please ask me. Right, it was an early musical production from BBC Two and Cole Porter, and I'd like the title.
What did Cole Porter do?
Well, a lot of things. Do you want to offer it around?
Are we conferring? Yes?
Yes, go on,
Right.
confer.
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, thanks. You're a
Huh?
No.
No?
We're not too young
BBC
for
all
this.
that time ago, no.
Oh, come on, come on.
Kiss Me Kate.
That'll do for one. That'll do for one. They've got two so far. What a mighty score! I think you've got this one well and truly won. The Robsons, this is Marilla.
Hiya.
Hi. I love this. You know so much about people. Her height of luxury would be an unlimited supply of roll mop herring. Oh, it explains a lot. All right, Marilla, have a look at this.
Come and sit here. I want to talk to you.
Well, you want to
I
talk
want
to
to
me?
tell you a story. Oh! Oh, ain't a naughty boy then. Now then, what are we going to do? Well, you... Pick it up. Now... Will you look at me when I'm talking to you?
Yes.
Now, what are you going to do for us tonight?
Sing.
He wants to sing. He wants to... Well, you give over. What are you going to sing?
Stop spitting in my face.
Which pair are providing the vent act?
The crankcase.
Yes, well done. So you get a 2. That's our first 2. That's our first. Very good, very good. And now we come to Justine. And her dream date, got this, her dream date would be Alan Tracy from Thunderbirds. But his hands would be everywhere. Right, we'll be right back after this important announcement.
Spring clean with Flash.
All around the house, all around the house, all around the house. All around the house, spring clean with Flash.
I don't enjoy spring cleaning. Who does? So I use Flash. It gets the dirt off these walls in half the time. Flash, with no rinsing or wiping dry, makes short work of all the paintwork.
All around the house, all around the house, all around the house.
That's my spring cleaning done for this year. Good old Flash, it does it twice as quick.
All around the house, spring clean with Flash.
Flash cuts spring cleaning time in half.
Get Flash!
I love the idea. That's it for the year now. OK, who's playing the dust-busting housewife?
Yeah.
Valerie Singleton. Yes, Flash, very good for cleaning up after an elephant. And so we come to Charlene. Hello, Charlene. Hello. Little peepers around this one, please.
Good evening. And to see how that would be reflected across the country, over to Peter Snow.
Thank you, Peter. And of course, it's early days yet. We've still only had that one good evening, but if we feed it into the computer, then look, here it comes. 60 million of them, right across the country. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And in that case, that would mean tomorrow morning, Paddy Ashdown would be in Downing Street, lying in the middle of the road with a bottle of meth, singing, "I'm just a girl who can't say no." He'd be dragged away by the police, as with the whole of Britain. Look, there it goes, being towed away into the Atlantic Ocean, past the finishing post, and here I go too, being towed away into the ocean.
Who got carried away with his Peter Snow?
Angus Staten?
Yes, very good.
Yeah,
Graham, have a look at this. was this junior request show called?
I'll have to confer.
Ask Aspel.
Ask Aspel.
Ask Aspel. You're quite right. Very good, very good, very good. Very good. And it's now time for something new on Telly Addicts, our Telly Star Test. For this part of Telly Addicts, we have invited some of the biggest names on British television to set questions about their own careers in an effort to fool you. So let's first of all say hello to Penelope Keith.
Hello.
Are you a Telly addict?
Oh, yes. Yes, I love the telly. It's very frightening, though, when you come to realise that everything you know you learnt from the questions on Bullseye. Smash in. Lovely. Now, team, my first question is, I played a character in To the Manor Born. Do you know her name?
Can you answer now?
Yes, Robson.
Marjorie Forbes Hamilton.
No,
I think you can confer. Let's be kind to you.
It was Forbes Hamilton, but it wasn't Marjorie. No.
They'll be rerunning it if you take much longer. No idea?
No, I don't think so.
No? I've got to be a stickler here. Anyone remember the Christian name? Audrey Forbes Hamilton. Penelope, another question, please.
In The Good Life, the four characters lived next door to each other. There was Tom and Barbara in one house and Margot and Jerry in another. They lived in a suburb of London. Can you name that suburb?
Surbiton.
Surbiton. Very good. One more, Penelope.
I did a series called No Job for a Lady, playing a member of Parliament. Can you tell me which party I was a member of?
Labour Party.
Labour? You're quite right. Very good. So you got 2 out of 3, and many thanks to Penelope Keith.
And good night, Noel. I've enjoyed it a lot.
And our second guest setting the questions this week on Telly Addicts is Roy Castle. Hello, Roy.
Hello, Noel. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. What would you say is the most unusual sort of record breaking you've ever had on your show?
Well, there's been some weird ones that we have done on Record Breakers, but the silliest one, I think, is one that we couldn't do because we didn't want people to try and emulate it. It was a chap who stuffed 45 beans up his nose, those hard ones, and apparently he sneezed and pebble dashed the house. Right, now, team, are you ready for this now, you Telly Addicts? Record Breakers, it began in the 1970s, but what year? Was it 1972, 1974, or 1976?
You choose.
72?
Yeah. 74.
Well, it was 72, so you should have stuck with Ralph. Second one, please, Roy.
Okay, according to our song on Record Breakers, what do you need to be a record breaker?
Dedication.
Yes, very good. Dedication, yeah. That's very good. And one more, please, Roy.
Finally, in the movies, I met up with a famous TV traveller and his tin-plated enemies. Come to think of it, what was the name of that film?
Doctor Who and the Daleks.
Very good, very good. You've really got it together. Excellent. 2 out of 3. And our thanks to Roy Castle. Thank you, Roy.
Bye, Noel.
It's 4 to the Neils. It's 8 to the Robsons. Got a viewers' competition for you in a moment. But Neils, here comes a clip, and there are 6 questions. A lot of point scoring at stake.
When you are 21, you may be entitled to make certain claims of kinship and inheritance on the only family known to bear the same birthmark as yourself, the noble orange.
Well, you've got a birthmark like an orange?
Yes. Where? I don't like to tell you, but every time I sit down, orange squash.
Yes, quite. And so, Bob Monkhouse, he's been in television longer than Dixon's, of course. That was from my pal Bob. Who's Bob's pal in the clip?
It's Terence Alexander.
Who's he?
Terence Alexander.
Yep. Which series featured Bob and silent films?
Yes. Bob Monkhouse silent?
It's an interesting question. We'll debate that later.
Like Lonnie Barker did The Picnic. Maybe? Yeah.
No. You're just floundering around.
Oh, right.
Anyone? Oh, that was a big hit, wasn't it? Mad Movies. In which of Bob's shows was Hines replaced by Bernie?
Hines replace
Bernie.
Bernie Winters.
Okay, anyone? Golden Shots, the Golden Shots. Bernie the Bolt.
Oh,
Don't you remember him saying Hines the Bolt?
Yes, that's right.
Name the recently resurrected show that sometimes is called the Big Box Game.
Yeah, I'd say.
Celebrity Square.
Celebrity Square.
What a relief. Another
Thank
point.
God for that.
On the Bob Monkhouse show, Bob specialised in talking to what kind of people?
Families?
No, comedians. And in the clip, which of the two men was sporting a flower in his lapel? There's an easy point.
Monkhouse had
I didn't
spots
notice.
on
You
his
noticed
tie,
it.
so it must have been
Must have been the other one.
Alexander.
Terence Alexander. Well, you managed to get 3 out of the potential 6 there. I hope you're going to do better with this. And now we've got moonlight, romance, and people falling for each other.
Become new. I'm thrilled at the sight. And I could get so romantic. Tonight.
You're all dressed up to go dreaming. Now don't tell me I'm wrong. I'm wrong. And what a night to go dreaming. Mind if I tag along?
All right, you're really confident? Okay. Name the wall.
Berlin. Max.
Eric and Ernie, obviously, but who was their guest?
Millicent Martin.
Good. It was a clip from their successful ITV show. What was it called?
Morecambe and Wise show? Is that really obvious?
It was not called the Morecambe and Wise show. It was called Two of a Kind. Eric and Ernie's scriptwriters often appeared with them. Can you name them?
Sid and Dick, Sid.
Yeah.
Green
Sid
and Dick
Hills
Hills
and
or
Green,
something.
that's 2. Eric's unfinished joke ran, there were these 2 old men.
Sitting on deck chairs.
Yep.
One of them said...
What was their theme tune?
Bring me sunshine.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In the clip, was Eric or Ernie on Millicent Martin's left?
Ernie.
Quite right. 5 out of 6. Very good. Very, very good. Now we come to a little game called Inside TV. You know those fascinating facts that leave you going, gosh, I never knew that. Have a look here. Here's a question for you. Z-Cars was one of the longest-running series on British TV. Did it run for 493, 503, or 667 episodes?
503.
503. They haven't got it right. A chance for the Neils.
667.
667. You're right. Definitely needed that. And here is your own, if you'd like to just have a little peep at this question. How many episodes of the original Star Trek series were made? 78, 128, or 154?
I'm not sure. I think it's 78.
Yeah.
78.
78. You're right. Yeah. Well done. We're going on the box in a moment when they set questions to try and fool each other. But now here is a competition for you. And we've got an excellent prize. You can win yourself a video and you can also get a TV as well. Have a look at this picture. Can you name this long-running American comedy? If you can, it's 0891 447744. 0891 447744. Name the long-running American comedy. Lines stay open until midnight on Sunday, and on next week's Telly Addicts, I shall announce your name if you've won. But now it's time to go on the box. Could I have your questions, please, for the Neils? And who is going to go on the box? It's all right. You're in with a chance. Questions, please. Thank you. Who's going on the box? Ah, yes, maybe I'll change my mind now. All to play for as we go on the box. See how quickly you can whistle through these questions that have been set by the Neils for you. In which children's TV programme would you find Professor Yaffle?
Bagpuss.
Yes. Which European royal did Selena Scott interview earlier this year?
Prince Michael of Kent.
King Juan Carlos of Spain. Tinker, Eric and Lady Jane are characters in which series?
Lovejoy.
Name the snail in the Magic Roundabout.
Brian.
Who played Mike in The Young Ones?
Somebody Ryan.
Christopher Ryan. Name one of Peter Simon's 2 famous messy game shows on Going Live.
Pass.
Double Dare and Run the Risk. Which Last of the Summer Wine actress hosts Praise Be?
Thora Heard.
Yes, who plays Mr. Barraclough in Porridge?
Pass.
4. That's a very good score. That is very, very good. Extremely good. Off the box. Well, Daphne, we've had an avalanche of televisual knowledge from your family so far, so good luck with this bit. Starting now, in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which channel did they open on their communicators?
Channel 4?
D. Sleepy Shores was the piano theme tune to which Doctor series?
Sleepy Shores?
Yeah.
Dr. Finlay.
Owen MD, Mr. Turnip, Bits and Pieces and Humphrey Lestock were all part of which children's television programme?
The Wooden Tops.
Whirligig. Which Jerry Anderson series came in between Supercar and Stingray?
I haven't a clue. Why did they set me up for this?
You scored nothing. Now, while the paramedics treat Daphne for shock, I can tell you it's 10 to the Neils, 17 to the Robsons. Here's another part of Telly Addicts that carries a big score. You could get 6 here. We've got the TV Times. Have a look. It's all about the date, the music, the news, the programmes, the sport.
Feel like a kid with a teenage crush on a school day. On a school day. I feel like the leading Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, I'm a little bit dizzy, I'm a little bit scared. I guess I never felt this much aware that I love her. I'm hoping that I never recover. 'Cause she's good for me, and it would really make me happy to never let her slip away.
Want to give me a kiss?
With all my heart, Joe.
Filthy beast.
OK, the news.
Torrey Canyon disaster.
Oh, it was the Amoco Cadiz, so that's the first one wrong. Programme on the right there.
Pole dog?
No, it was the Mayor of Casterbridge. Who's winning his 6th world title?
Ray Reardon.
Yep.
Ray.
The other programme.
Family Wolf?
Pennies from Heaven. The music.
So it's got to be later. I don't know, it was Costly Pub.
No?
Nope. V-Pua.
Andrew Gold, The Year, worth a guess.
78?
Oh, well done. Well, you said that was a good guess. 2 out of 6.
Reardon.
Yeah, it was 78. And here it is. Here we go. OK, somebody sponge Daphne down and let's see whether or not we can get 6 out of 6 and close this gap.
Please, try to be as quiet as you can. The house isn't empty.
Thank you very much. Mademoiselle, if I was a plant, you're already compromised, aren't you?
It was my turn.
Look at yourself, relax, and just say, I've got very beautiful lips.
Yeah.
And I promise you, Ange, you're going to see the difference. Okay.
So the news story.
The
Silver Jubilee?
Silver Jubilee, yes. The programme on the right. Secret Army. The sport.
Virginia Wade.
Virginia Wade.
Winning.
Where?
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. And the other programme on the left. Abigail's
Very
Party. The artist providing the musical
David
backing.
Parton, isn't it?
Yes. And the year?
1977.
77. That was very good. You got 4 out of 6, didn't you? However, the Neils are still in second place. Means that we go under the spotlight. It's all to play for. And this is the Neils' big opportunity, starting with you, Daphne, now. True or false? In Minder, Dennis Waterman's place was taken by Gary Stevens.
False.
Yes, Gary Webster. Look at this. Name the programme.
Love Hurts.
Yeah. In which show do we find Lloyd Grossman in 3 Kitchens?
MasterChef.
Yes. Ellie, in which show do we find Leslie Joseph in someone else's kitchen?
Don't know.
Birds of a Feather. Look at this. Who's behind the disguise?
Haven't a clue.
Alan Titchmarsh. In which show do we meet Mark Lamar, Katie Puckrick and Terry Christian?
Pass.
The Word. Ralph, which show inviting viewers' comments on TV programmes is presented by Sheena MacDonald?
Points of view?
Right to reply. Look at this. Name the film star.
Haven't a clue, sorry.
Doris Day. Complete the title. Fresh Prince of...
Bel-Air.
Yeah. And Beth, in the Burt Reynolds sitcom Evening Shade, who plays his wife?
Pass.
Mary-Lou Henner. Look at this. Who's the puppet?
Oh, Lambkin.
What?
Lambkin?
No, Lamb Chop. Which character played by Nuala Conwell was killed this year in the film? WDC Viv Martella. And it means that collectively you have scored 4, of which Daphne got 3! So we come now to the Robsons. Good luck to the 4 of you. Remember, speed of the essence, and it starts now, Marilla. In Porterhouse Blue, who played Scullion?
David Jason.
Yes, look at this. Name the programme.
A Year in Provence.
Who played the Equaliser?
Edward Woodward.
Yes, Justine. Who played Callan?
Don't know.
Edward Woodward. Look at this. Who's behind the disguise?
Don't know.
Michael Fish. Complete the title. Coltrane in a...
Don't know.
Cadillac. Charlene. In which show do we meet Andy Crane, Yvette Fielding and Pat Sharp?
Don't know.
What's up, Doc? Look at this. Name the film star.
Debbie Reynolds.
Yes. True or false? In The Good Guys, Anthony Andrews played Guy McFadden.
True.
False. Nigel Havers. Graham. In 2.4 Children, who plays Rona?
Don't know.
Julia Hills. Look at this. Who's the puppet?
Basil Brush.
Yes. On which channel would you see Dispatches? And you have time.
Don't know.
Worth a guess?
2.
4. Half right. And you've scored 5. And it means it's 18 to the Neils, but it's 24 to the Robsons. Very good. Quite respectable. You're going to look wonderful in those Telly Addicts sweatshirts. All right, we'll meet the Robsons again. They go on to our quarter-finals. And my thanks to Penelope Keith and to Roy Castle and to you for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Next tonight on BBC One, the return of Watchdog.